I notice a lot of my attacks are when I'm driving alone, and I could be on where I'm driving. Attacks can happen, and sometimes on rare occasion it happened. It was so severe. I was debating should I just pull over, or I'm going to have an accident. All my driving is in the city, so I don't think it's hard to believe every time I get in my car somebody's following me and with a weapon.
You are moving through a grid. So yes, there is radio towers involved. That's not usually what it is, though. Here in America in 2026, that's not usually what it is. What it usually is drones. There is drones constantly flying over every city. The drones this is going to be, again, another hard thing for people to understand, but once you start looking up at them, especially with binoculars, you'll see for yourself what I'm talking about is true. They're disguised as 747s, these Predator drones, or whatever the size. It's like the size of a queen bed, maybe a little bit bigger. These drones, they usually are, and they're close to you too. They'll be like 200 feet away, but when you look at them, it looks like a 747 that's a quarter mile away. That's how they're getting away with most of these things out of people's perception in your neighborhood. How you can literally perceive it though without actually seeing it. It will sound when these drones are utilizing their weapon systems. More often than not, they'll produce an audible sound, and they're producing an audible sound for a very specific purpose. Usually, the audible sound is I don't know where that is. I guess it's just in the audible sound range weapon, where they're using these pressure waves, these electrostatic fields. That's what a sound wave is, to move along particulate aerosols into your breathways and breezeways. What that sounds like is it sounds like a 747 flying low. It sounds like a train in the distance rumbling. It sounds like a semi-truck idling. It will also sounds somewhere in between there. And you'll literally hear it. But to answer your question specifically, if I had to guess, knowing that you're in a big city, it's drones. Drones are following you. And yes, there are people there too, but the people aren't keeping tabs on you block by block. It's not right to say it. They're not keeping tabs on you from point A to all the way to point B. They're keeping tabs on you for a stretch of that at a time. So they'll pick you up, they'll turn off, next one will pick up, next one will turn off. It's a huge apparatus. It's the only jobs program in the United States that's actively hiring people. I wish I could just prove that to you guys beyond a shadow of a doubt, right? But you have to be looking for it in your environment, and then you'll really see it, right? And to understand what it looks like, you have to really start engaging with these ideas and going, am I paranoid, or is that the thing? And not just going, no, that can't be the thing. You stop doing that to yourself, right? And it's not you, it's everybody. I did this too when I was first being targeted, is look at that person and really stare at them without emotion, and just really look at that person and go, do I really think they're involved or not? Okay? And then just put it away. Say yes, no, maybe, who knows? Whatever your conclusion is, put it away and do this again and again and again. And what you'll find is you'll find their profile. The 35-year-old women up to 55-year-old women wearing, they just got such an outfit they wear, the women that are involved in this. They wear a baseball cap, they wear sunglasses. They're all, most of those people are DHS FBI, former DHS FBI, private security contractors, or they're currently DHS FBI, but employed through a private company, because they do both those things at the same time. They've got so many ways of hiding themselves. The men that are involved in this, I'm talking now just about the human traffickers, not about the citizen informants or the community-based agents, because it's a little bit different. And this is just generally speaking. The men that have the profile will be 24 at youngest, but usually not that young. Let's say 28 usually, on average at the low end, up to 65. And the younger guys will be pretty much more or less usually straight out of military, or they'll be only have ever been military contractors or been there for a long time in military contracting world. So they present themselves very similarly. And the older men will be they'll look very clean. These people look very clean, the older ones involved. But imagine like a commissioned officer. It's like non-commissioned officers and commissioned, or grunts, non-commissioned officers and officers. You really got to engage with this in your area though, to see how they're moving around you all the time. They're almost always putting people as you're driving into what's called a floating box. You can look this up. FBI, a lot of people know this is a thing, FBI floating box. And what that is they're constantly interchanging the cars like I was talking about. So to answer your questions, the things that are attacking you while you're driving are more often than not drones. They don't have to always be drones, but more often than not they are.
Tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet. Ooh, 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 ooh.